Welcome to the bass bench. Today I want to look at a product that I needed for my P bass. I had some string buzz on the A string above the nut. I was getting this weird buzzing sound and it was very annoying. Now I couldn't really hear it through my amp itself, but just playing acoustically or practicing at low volume I could hear it, and it was just annoying. Knowing it was there, it was quite annoying. And I think this is a flaw when it comes to Fender headstocks on basses that really needs to be fixed. But anyways, I bought this product because I saw it on their, what would be called their Ultra basses now. For example, on their Fender Jazz Bass Ultra, where it has this string tree that's on the A string, just coming off the machine head there. So I was like, hey, maybe that will work for my bass. So I went ahead, went to my local shop and had to pay $26.99 Canadian for this little piece of metal, which I think is, it's quite excessive. But anyways, I bought the thing hoping that it would fix the problem. So you can see it here. I guess it is stealth because the name of it itself is Fender Stealth Bass String Retainer Chrome. And it's very simple to install. But first, before we do that, I want to give you an idea of what it sounds like with my bass and that buzz. That was the problem. So the installation was very simple. I just had to unwind the A string, take it off there, and then I could loosen up the nut, remove this little washer, and then replace the washer with this. It's essentially a washer with a little bit coming off of the end. And as far as how it looks, it's pretty unassuming. But what I really want to know is if it's actually working. So after tuning it up, I tried again, and I wasn't quite sure. It seemed like it was still buzzing. That was a bit disappointing. And if you look at it from the side, you can actually see that it hasn't really depressed that string above the nut much at all, which is a bit of a problem, I think. Like I said, this is a perpetual problem I think Fender could fix, but it always comes back to that. Is it classic? Does it still look like the original Fender? And in this case, I think it's time to maybe make a change in the direction to help alleviate this issue. I know not all basses have had this issue. I've had several Fender basses, and this is the first time I've really had this issue. It probably has more to do with the fact that the nut isn't fitting quite properly. I mean, this isn't a really old bass. It's like 9 years old. But either way, I think there should be a better way to actually fix this because it's actually bending the piece already. Like I just put it on and you can see it bending a little bit, which is a bit disappointing. And after some trial and error, moving the string around, I was able to push it a bit towards the treble side, and that actually did alleviate the problem. But it could still come back sometimes, and it was kind of annoying. So if you're interested in using one of these don't work on all Fender basses. As far as I can tell, they work on pretty much all American-made Fender basses. They do not work on Mexican, so that's a Player Series or Squire basses. They have a different machine head on there. They don't have these same washers, so it won't work on those. And as far back as it goes, the best I could tell was maybe somewhere in the 90s or late 80s they started using these type of nuts on here, so you could use this with. But just take a look at the pictures, look at what the modern Fenders, like a Professional Series or whatever Performer Series, looks like, and that's how you'll know if it's going to fit on your bass. But at the end of the day, there's a lot easier ways to fix this problem. And I like simple solutions. I like some MacGyvering. So how about some rubber bands?
I have a lot of them.
All we had to do is just tie these up on there, and the problem was solved. So for the time being, I think I'm going to leave the string tree on here. I can't be bothered to take it off and replace it with this washer. Maybe I'll replace these rubber bands with something a little bit more permanent or at least elegant. But I kind of like the messiness of it. This has been the Bass Bench. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.